Hey YouTube, it is Saturday, February the 15th, so it's a day after Valentine's Day. I'm about to go to VisionWorks to get my eyes checked, get some new glasses and new contacts. So I just wanted to step on to vlog for a minute. There's a couple of more errands, like I have to get my oil changed today as well, and some more errands I'm going to have today. Some things that I was planning to do yesterday that I really didn't get out and do early enough. So it's like I'm glad I had Friday off, so it's like I have 2 Saturdays. I think every week I should have 2 Saturdays because a lot of things are closed on Sunday, so you know we have 2 days of the weekend. We don't do things on one day per se because most places are closed on Sunday. But I found VisionWorks because they have some really good hours, and I called this morning and they were able to get me in for an appointment. And then also I found that they stay open pretty late during the week, so when my glasses do come in, my contacts come in, then I will be able to come and get them during the week. I guess I should take my book for if I have to wait. I got my book for when I wait at the Firestone. It's gonna be Mockingjay. So I've yet to read this. Been wanting some contacts since I ran out, probably like 3 months ago. So I'm glad to be getting here. I'm holding this camera all kind of weird. So I'm in the area I was in yesterday. Back over here. But yeah, so that's the VisionWorks place. Just finished with my eye exam and waiting to, I guess, pick out glasses and find out what to do next. Pretty quick. Got here at 2:30, got seen at 3, and now I'm about on the last step. Found out that my last prescription, which I've had since probably 2011 or 12, was too strong. Actually, I need to be that strong. I also realized that my left eye is the weak eye. Without my glass, I really can't see much out of the eye. This right eye is fairly good, and I have astigmatism too. I found that out a couple of visits ago. Alright, so I just came out of the eye doctor, and they gave me a trial pair of contacts to wear home, and I gotta go back in a week to let them know how these contacts went, and I have me a little case to put my contacts in. My left eye though, even with the contacts on, I guess I just put them on, so I had to go back and read the little letters and numbers, and it was really hard trying to focus with my left eye. And I didn't want to squint because I wanted to be able to see if I could see without squinting. And even with the contacts on, it was hard. And then my right eye, once again, focusing. And then both eyes, though, is fine, but individually, not so much. But this is the first time I've gone to an eye doctor. They've given me a trial pair and said, "We'll come back in a week, see how those go." So I'm already liking VisionWorks. If any of you have ever been to VisionWorks, post it below. Or if you go to a, I guess it's kind of like a franchise, because I've seen VisionWorks in other places as well. That's pretty cool though. So he wants to make sure that I have the right prescription. Alright, just left out of Firestone. Found out they're booked till about 6 today, and I don't want to wait because it's like 4:27. So I'm going to come tomorrow, which I didn't know they were open on Sunday, which is great because I really didn't want to sit in there today, even for if they were on schedule. But talk about brother, sister, love. So I'm a Zeta, and I pulled into Firestone, and maybe a couple seconds later someone pulled in behind me, and it was Sigma, and he was just stopping to say hello, which no matter where I go, when I see a soror, if I see a frat, it's always love. We didn't have to come through the same chapter, but because we all wear the royal blue and pure whites, it's all love. And just a step further, just Greek love. If you're a part of the Divine Nine, I got love for you. But I thought it was pretty cool. But yeah, I think I'm about to go to, I need to go to Walmart, but I can't remember why I needed to go there. And so I want to make sure I have the yarn for the booties. I'm not sure what it's like to get through there. And I don't want to go just for yarn. I know I want to go to T-Mobile, so I was thinking if I went to T-Mobile before I came here, or if I went to T-Mobile and then come here, that's what I was going to do. So I think I'm going to go to T-Mobile now to look for a phone. So I got the iPhone 5C. The 5S was just too expensive. This was expensive, but I think I'm gonna like it because I have an iPhone for work, but it's work, so I want to be able to do some personal stuff on my phone. And it's a 4 for work. So I'm excited to get home to play with the phone and see what all it does, and to download my apps. And if y'all have the iPhone 5C, let me know how you like it and things like that. This guy looks like a painting over there. You can see. Hey YouTube, on the way to church and running extra late. So you ever been like fighting yourself to get out the house? Meaning, I realized I was gonna be late, so I kept trying to talk myself out of going. Like, just stay at home, just watch online, don't go. So that kind of like raised a flag in my thoughts that I really need to go if I'm trying to talk myself out of going. Last Sunday I watched online because I didn't get up and get dressed in time enough, and I've actually been kind of dealing with some things, and that's part of the reason why I'm not getting up. But I get up on other days, but I get up really late. But there's only a certain window of opportunity on Sunday. So yeah, this morning, I got up, ate breakfast, and then I was like, well, I'm gonna go to the last service. And then I started trying to talk myself out of it when I realized it was 12 o'clock and I was going to be late. And I've been late before, but not this late. So I started trying to talk myself out of it, but I kept getting dressed, even though my thoughts were like, you're going to be extra late, you're going to get there, and it's going to be over. But I still wanted to go. So I ignored those thoughts. And now I'm on the road heading to church. Have y'all ever experienced something like that? The battle between sit there and do nothing or get up and do something. Probably be inside the whole day if I didn't get up. Just sitting around doing nothing. I got an appointment to get my oil changed at 2. I think it's at 2, yeah. It was supposed to be at 11, but I woke up at about 10 something. So there wasn't going to be enough time to make it there and to make it to church. And I didn't know how long it was going to take for the oil change. They had to make an appointment to even do the oil change because they were backed up. So I'm glad to be up and on the move. Enough of my rambling. I got to get on down this street so I can get to the worship service. So you all know I went to see About Last Night, and I didn't know it was a remake of, well, it was a spin-off from a play, and also it's another version of a movie that was put out in 1986. It had like John Belushi in it. It had Demi Moore, and it had another guy. He's kind of like as smooth looking as I can't even remember his name. Brad Pitt. Okay, he's like a smooth, pretty boy as Brad Pitt. Probably about the same age too, but not as popular. But I can't think of any of the movies in. I can't think of his name right now. But anyway, so it was all white cast pretty much. And so, you know, this modern day spin is like, you know, black cast. And I would say I haven't seen that version, but I saw the preview, the trailer. But I really liked this version. I give it a 4.3 out of 5. Lost some points because of just personal reasons. Yeah, the movie itself was fine. I always like movies with a message, and you know there was a message there, but then there was some message there also. There were, you know, implicit and explicit that I didn't agree with. But anyway, so I thought Regina Hall's character and Kevin Hart's character had good comical chemistry on camera. I was cracking up, even at the end after credits were rolling. They had little snippets. And they were laughing themselves. They were being so silly. And then Joy Bryant's character and Michael Eli. I thought it was a good dose of seeing the progress of a relationship. And, you know, the conflicts and how, you know, no one or people want to shy away from any conflicts in a relationship, and they think that, oh, it's time for the relationship to end when there's a conflict. Which that's not the case. All relationships face conflict because we're two different people. You know, even when you become one, you still, well, they weren't in a marriage, but they're in a relationship. But still, there's two different people coming together. And even in a marriage relationship, when there's two different people coming together as one, there's still going to be conflict because there's, either you consider one outside of one together, but it's two separate bodies. There's going to be some type of conflict. It doesn't have to be a big amount of conflict. It doesn't have to be big arguments, but there's going to be some disagreement here and there. And if it's not, somebody's faking the fun because somebody's hiding something. And so in the movie, there was some conflict, and you know, there's always one person that either tries to cover the conflict or act like it's not there, things like that. But you know, you had something going on in the movie. By the end, you know, does it make it seem like we're going to forget the conflict and move forward? I'll let you watch to see that part. But side note, Joy Bryant is 40. Like, I had no idea. She doesn't look that old. But anyway, so there were some parts of her character like I wish she would have spoke up. But then again, I see myself being like that in some instances where, you know, I'm like, well, I'm just gonna let that slide. It's really not that big of a deal. But when you say to yourself it's really not that big of a deal, it really is that big of a deal. But before I get to spoil the movie for you, I'm gonna stop there. Go see it if you're ready to laugh. Go see it if you like romantic comedies. If somebody was paying for me, I would go see it again. But yeah, there was this one line in the movie where Michael Eli said something like, they were at the baseball game. He was like, you don't be so involved in it where you miss the little moments, the small moments, the process. And he looked over at Joy Bryant's character, Debbie. Yeah, he looked over at Debbie, and he realized he was not only talking to her, but he was talking about something that he needs to apply to his life. But that's not only in a romantic relationship, but in any situation. You don't want to be so involved or so stuck in going through the process that you forget to enjoy the process and breathe in the process and take your time and notice the little things. I think in our relationships there becomes a point where the little things aren't as important as they were in the beginning. But we should always, you know, take a moment to reflect and think about those little things and appreciate those little things. This can be within a 6-month relationship, a year relationship, 10-year, 15-year. Yeah. We can't ever forget to stop and enjoy the little things. And I want to say happy Valentine's Day to all my lovely subscribers and anyone else who's watching this video.